I show speed.
I show speed. I show speed.
The boy who got kicked out at only 14 years old.
She told me to quit or I'm leaving. Like, you can't do this at my house. I'm out.
While crying.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm really sorry you couldn't celebrate Halloween.
One of the most popular streamers.
Continued to build an empire with now over 40 million subscribers. Even becoming a mayor for an hour. The name IShowSpeed.
At just 19 years old, Darren Watkins Jr., known across the internet as IShowSpeed, has redefined what it means to be a digital entertainer. What started as chaotic bedroom streams filled with pranks, reactions, and viral meltdowns has evolved into a full-blown media empire. But behind the noise and energy lies a far more calculated side of Speed, one that's quietly building a foundation of wealth most people don't see. From luxury homes to futuristic cars and lucrative music royalties, Speed has been channeling his earnings into assets that speak louder than any viral clip. But among these flashy purchases is one bold move that surprised even his most loyal fans. This is the story of how IShowSpeed invests in his future. Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. Few influencers wear their passions as proudly as Speed. His admiration for Cristiano Ronaldo has shaped not only his content, but also his spending habits, sometimes to extreme levels. It started when he stumbled upon the flight of CR7, a $56,000 watch from Jacob & Co. during a live stream. Unlike traditional luxury watches such as Rolex, Jacob & Co. timepieces are notoriously hard to resell and rarely appreciate in value. Fortunately, Speed didn't have to pay for his first one. Fellow streamer Aiden Ross gifted it to him for his 19th birthday. But the story didn't end there. Speed has since been spotted with multiple Jacob & Co. Ronaldo editions, suggesting he continued adding to his growing collection. Next came the cars. To honor his idol, Speed purchased a custom $200,000 Lamborghini Huracan, painted half red and half green in tribute to Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo. But when it comes to investments, supercars are a losing game. On average, Lamborghinis lose about 24% of their value in the first year. That means Speed's Huracan is likely worth closer to $150,000 today. Add in the reality of ownership, insurance costs of up to $60,000 per year, and steep maintenance fees, and Speed could easily be spending $200,000 annually just to keep his fleet road ready. Still, his garage doesn't stop there. He also owns a Lamborghini Urus valued at $240,000 and a Chinese-made hypercar worth roughly $250,000. That hypercar, famous for its ability to jump and perform video game-like stunts, shows Speed's taste for the futuristic, if not always the financially practical. But not all of Speed's purchases are depreciating assets. In 2023, he uploaded a video titled "My New $10 Million House Tour," revealing his first major real estate buy, a massive Ohio mansion. Since then, the state's housing market has climbed by roughly 8.3%, pushing the home's estimated value to over $10.8 million. More impressive than the appreciation, however, is the strategy behind the purchase. By basing himself in Ohio instead of high-tax states like California or New York, Speed saves millions annually. Ohio's flat 3.5% income tax rate and lack of a state capital gains tax mean that a creator earning between $10 to $20 million per year can retain far more of their income. While IShowSpeed's public persona thrives on unpredictability, his financial decisions tell a different story. Beneath the viral chaos is a young man learning to balance passion with prudence, turning fleeting fame into a long-term empire. Roughly 1.5 to 2.5 million. That's how much IShowSpeed is estimated to save each year simply by living in Ohio instead of a high-tax state. It's a level of financial awareness that most influencers never reach. And that massive Cincinnati mansion, it's not just a status symbol, it's a revenue engine. Analysts estimate that the content filmed inside the property has already generated over $2 million in ad revenue since the purchase. In other words, Speed's house is paying for itself. Within just 2 years, he's earned roughly $1 million in profit without ever listing the home for sale. Encouraged by his success in Ohio, Speed appeared to make another bold move, a $2.2 million mansion in Davie, Florida. The internet erupted with speculation. Yet despite the headlines, no verified deed, title, or credible ownership record has ever surfaced tying Darren Watkins Jr. to the property. Most evidence suggests the Florida mansion may have been a rental or simply a backdrop for content. If a purchase did occur, real estate tracking data implies the property's value has slipped, leaving Speed with an estimated $100,000 loss. Then came one of the most unexpected chapters in Speed's financial story. On May 23, 2023, during a live stream, he accidentally purchased a midnight blue sparkle time fedora in Roblox for 14 million Robux, or about $170,000. The moment went viral. Viewers thought he had just made one of the most expensive mistakes in gaming history, but what looked like a disaster turned into a financial triumph. Today, that same virtual item is valued at 100 million Robux, equivalent to $1 million USD. The once embarrassing purchase delivered a staggering 488% return in under 2 years, outperforming the S&P 500, gold, and even Bitcoin during the same period. The reason? Scarcity. Roblox stopped producing Sparkle Time collectibles years ago, turning existing items into ultra-rare digital assets. Speed's impulsive click created what is now one of the most valuable and iconic accessories in the platform's history. Fresh off the unexpected success of his Roblox NFT, Speed set his sights on the world of cryptocurrency. In late 2022, he partnered with developers behind a new blockchain gaming project called Paradox Metaverse, which had just launched its own token. On stream, Speed promoted the project to his audience, wearing branded merchandise and encouraging viewers to join what he described as the future of gaming. But within hours, crypto analysts were calling it a pump-and-dump scheme. The token's price spiked and then collapsed, leaving investors outraged. Clips of Speed's endorsement flooded social media, and he was accused of misleading his fans, many of whom were underage. In the aftermath, Speed publicly apologized, admitting he had been misled and that promoting the project was a mistake. Reports suggest he earned around $50,000 from the deal, but any potential profit was quickly erased by legal costs, PR management, and the loss of sponsorships. Analysts estimate the total damage to his brand exceeded $500,000. That controversy marked a turning point. Instead of pouring money into unstable tokens or speculative ventures, Speed decided to invest in the one brand he could fully control, his own. His official merchandise line now includes hoodies, t-shirts, and accessories, all built around his signature energy and slogans. By owning the product, the platform, and the audience, Speed transformed from a streamer chasing trends into a young entrepreneur shaping his own legacy. IShowSpeed has successfully tapped into his chaotic persona by creating a line of accessories that resonate with his millions of loyal fans. Unlike cryptocurrencies that can disappear overnight, merchandise is backed by a solid foundation, his dedicated audience. Industry estimates suggest that Speed's merchandise sales exceed $3 million annually. His limited edition releases create a sense of urgency, and fans often share screenshots showing items selling out within hours. He has even collaborated with major brands like WWE for crossover merchandise, highlighting the value of his name. What sets Speed apart from other influencer merchandise lines is his profit margin. While most YouTubers rely on print-on-demand services that yield margins of 15 to 25%, Speed has negotiated direct manufacturing deals, likely with factories in Asia, allowing him to achieve margins closer to 60 to 70%. This means that from $3 million in sales, he could be making around $2 million in pure profit each year. By controlling inventory, he can create artificial scarcity, driving demand, and enabling him to charge premium prices, sometimes as high as $80 for a hoodie that costs him only $15 to produce. By managing supply, branding, and release timing, Speed has built a revenue stream that is both profitable and scalable. This demonstrates that sometimes the best investment isn't in stocks or NFTs, but in oneself. In 2022, Speed made an unexpected move by releasing a World Cup song just weeks before the tournament in Qatar. The song quickly gained traction on TikTok, hit the Billboard charts, and garnered over 180 million views on YouTube, generating nearly $500,000 in revenue. On Spotify, it racked up millions of streams, bringing in another $450,000. Speed continued his success with tracks like Ronaldo, which earned him an additional $180,000. One key advantage for Speed is that he owns his music masters. Unlike traditional artists who often relinquish rights to record labels, Speed independently released his music, allowing him to retain 100% of streaming royalties and licensing fees. His World Cup song continues to generate approximately $15,000 per month in passive income through streaming and TikTok usage, while his older tracks pull in between $5,000 and $8,000 monthly. This amounts to over $200,000 per year in royalties alone. Unlike a luxury car that depreciates the moment it's driven off the lot, a viral hit tends to appreciate over time. Speed's investments extend beyond houses, music, and merchandise. In 2024, he partnered with Logan Paul and KSI's billion-dollar drink brand, Prime Hydration. They launched a limited edition IShowSpeed flavor, featuring his branding prominently on the bottle. This collaboration was more than just a casual sponsorship. By associating himself with Prime, one of the fastest-growing beverage companies, Speed effectively invested in his own global recognition. The partnership placed his brand alongside Gatorade and Powerade on store shelves, and bottles with his design sold out almost immediately. While it remains unclear whether Speed holds direct equity in Prime, even a revenue-sharing deal is highly lucrative. Prime reported over $1.22 billion in sales in 2023, and a portion of that tied to Speed's addition could translate into one of his smartest business moves yet. Industry insiders estimate that Speed's deal with Prime is worth between $2 million and $5 million when considering upfront payments, per-unit royalties, and performance bonuses. However, the true value lies in brand elevation. This collaboration demonstrated that Speed is not just a streamer, but a marketable brand capable of moving physical products worldwide. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my future uploads. If you'd like to see a specific video, let me know in the comments. I'll make it for you. See you in the next one.